Hey everybody, Spaceman here with episode 5 of Spaceman Climbs, Season 2. For this one, I have a human versus human for you, so finally I'm hitting the 4th race off. I guess not finally, it's five episodes in Season 2 so far, and this is the 4th race, so I guess that's not so bad. But either way, I'm human, and I'm against a human player. My opponent's name is Trying This Again, and I believe he's a decent player. He's ranked on Azeroth with a positive win percentage, like over 50%, I should say. Yeah, so I'm here in the northwest corner, and of course I'm expecting an Archmage, I'm expecting footmen into casters, probably a lot of spell breakers, probably a Mountain King. That's what I think human mirrors are these days, right? That's what they always kind of were before as well, I guess. But I don't think the panda is as common. Either way, though, you know me, I'm going to try something different. So what I'm going to be doing this game is getting a Paladin first and trying to make it work. So again, I'm going to tell you in advance. I'm not going to tell you that Paladin first is the answer to human, the answer to human versus human games. I don't think that's what I'm going for here. I'm just going Paladin first because it's fun and I want to try to make something work. So I think as I play more games, I'm going to start writing down some of my strategies that I'm having success with and ones that I really want to start replaying over and over and trying to break down specific build orders and refine them. But right now, a lot of the games I'm playing are just sporadic. And what I mean by this is, in my old Elf versus Orc games, I used to love going Fire Lord first or second just to get Soulburn because I wanted it to work against the Blade Master. So after I experimented with it once or twice, I started having some success, or I enjoyed what was going on, and then I started playing it every time against Orc. I'm still doing things like that, but I'm in the beginning stage. So right now I'm experimenting with Paladin first. I don't know if it's going to work necessarily. I just want to try some things out, and if I get a build order or something starts feeling comfortable, then I'll start replaying it more and more, and you'll see me posting the replays of those specific strategies. But enough is enough. I'm talking too much. I'm rambling. Spaceman rambles. But here we are power creeping, or here I am power creeping. This is a very simple decision. I'm assuming my opponent will also be power creeping, so he'll get it a little faster, assuming he has an Archmage. He'll do it a little more comfortably, but I should definitely be able to creep this comfortably enough with 4 or 5 militia in my Paladin. And as we can see, it's happening. No problem at all. Let's see what I pick up. Gloves of Haste. Not great. I'll take it, but definitely not a great item on the Paladin. I'm getting an early Scout Tower, or Arcane Tower, I should say, and this is very important if you're doing anything like this against a human player, just because the Archmage harass is inevitable. Water Elementals are going to be arriving at my base at one point or another, and it's really, really helpful to have that Arcane Tower up. There he is, so he's coming. But if I didn't have this Arcane Tower up, it would be next to impossible to hold against him. With this, I will have a much easier time defending my base, which will in turn allow me to maybe power creep, or not power creep, but creep smaller camps along the way while he's, stuck in this area, not able to really penetrate my base. So he's coming in. I'm building my Arcane Vault, a couple more footmen on the way. But this is definitely going to be a tough fight for me, and I know that because, like we all know, the Archmage is just the most powerful human hero in these small skirmishes. Water Elementals deal so much damage, they have so much HP. The Archmage itself is quick, can deal a lot of damage, and the Paladin just has his defensive moveset, right? So early on, it's really, really going to be tough. So I'm happy with that exchange. Neither of us lost any units. I managed to send him back. I guess he could still be pressuring, but he chose to go back, and you can see I'm starting a second tower now because I'm afraid of more aggression, especially now that he's seen I'm going Paladin first. It really means he's going to want to press his advantage. So that's why I'm doing that. My tech is, I'm sure, behind his, but I'm not too upset with the timing. And this is going to be a tough creep, but I really wanted to try to clear my expansion as quickly as possible. By doing this, I'm ensuring that at any point for the rest of the game, I'll be able to expand without having to worry about my army going to creep it. I am going to take quite a bit of damage on my footmen, though. I'm going to have to spend a lot of mana on my Paladin in order to keep some of these footmen alive. So him showing up is a little problematic. I go for a surround, which is greedy, but I am dealing quite a bit of damage to him. I think he's going to kill my foot. No, nice holy light. The last of my mana goes to saving that footman, and I'm in a rough spot here. I'm putting more damage on the Archmage, but I shouldn't be. These should all have run away already. I lost 2 more foot. He survives. No, he's gonna die. Yeah, I lost 2 more footmen than I needed to that fight. Luckily, these 2 were saved. And I noticed something in that fight. My opponent was going Riflemen, which is very strange. I don't think Riflemen are the answer here. Maybe mix them in once you have a bigger army, but when I'm going Paladin Footmen, it's so easy for me to get defend, and Riflemen are really going to become almost useless in these skirmishes. Doesn't matter how many he has, they're going to really struggle against a Paladin and defended Footmen. So I'm sure I already have it researched. If I don't, it will be... I'll start researching it soon. I have healing, of course, on my Paladin. I'm going to be using the Clarity. I should have used that earlier. I should not have lost that Footman, but I did. Now I'll use my healing salve. So I picked up Devotion Aura instead of Divine Shield. I thought, you know, everyone likes to go Divine Shield. It's such a great move and it's a lot of fun, but I really think Devotion Aura is going to come in handy in these battles, especially now that I've seen he's going for Riflemen. It's going to make it that much more difficult for him to pick off individual units. I must have Defend researched. I still haven't upgraded this. That's surprising. Hopefully I will soon. I believe I thought about creeping this and changed my mind. Yeah, and that's the right decision. Because, so if I crept that, I don't know where he is on in the map, right? He could be in his base, and we're seeing a Footman here, but he could have been out here, he could be over here creeping, or he could be attacking me. And if I am over here creeping this and he comes in to attack me, he's going to force a teleport. I'm not going to have a chance to see his base or what's going on. He's going to know exactly where I am, and he's going to have time to pull back and do, you know, whatever he wants on the map. Whereas if I don't creep that and get on the aggressive right now, I'm going to do that exact same thing to him. So he's going to have to respond to me. Let's see, where is he? He's here. He's going to have to probably teleport back home. He might run because of where he is and he's seeing me. But either way, I'm forcing him to run back to base, and it's going to allow me to gain control of the map. Do I get this pick off? I do. And look at this. 2 barracks, and I don't know that he's going Rifleman at this point. Well, I do actually. There we go. So 2 barracks, pumping Riflemen. So this is an interesting game. He's definitely not doing the correct thing against a Paladin and Footmen, but I'm assuming he is predicting or expecting me to transition into something else, I guess casters or maybe breakers, and he's getting ready for that tech in advance. Either that or he just was dead set on going Rifleman, and that's what he's doing, and that's where we are, and it's not actually an answer to me, which would be a mistake. We can see in my base I'm going tier 3, I'm getting a Blood Mage second, I'm getting an Arcane Sanctum, so I'm going to try to get some Priests out. And I'm not sure where to continue going there. Bear with me. I apologize for my subpar casting. So this army is obviously much, much stronger than mine, right? This is going to be a tough engagement, even if I do have defend. I'm only level 2 to his level 3. He's almost 4. What I have to do here is buy time. So like I've spoken about in a couple of my previous ones, I'm just jockeying for position here. If he's running back and forth, attacking these units and getting stuck in the middle of the map, not doing much, then I'm coming out on top, because he could be creeping big things and I wouldn't be able to stop him. He could be attacking me and this would be a really hard defend. But if he's stuck in the middle of the map doing nothing, then I'm not breaking even. I'm more than breaking even because I'm behind. So it's allowing my tech to catch up. It's allowing my army to get to where it needs to be. My upgrades. And I'm just not forced to fight. So I wanted to creep this, but he's right here. So this is, look, again, jockeying for position. He screws up a little bit, leaves 3 units chasing after me because I'm taxing his APM. I'm going to get a couple extra kills here, I think. We also saw Fire Lord, which is very scary, so I was late on upgrading this. I should have done it earlier. but it's going to come in very handy. Meanwhile, over here, we'll try to keep an eye on both. So I should have these peasants down repairing already. I think I screwed that up. And I didn't want to go Flame Strike first. I wanted to go Siphon Mana, but this was a big push. I was scared, and Flame Strike is definitely more effective for holding in a spot like this. So he manages to power down my Arcane Tower, which is rough. I had burned a lot of the Fire Lord's mana, so at least no more lava spawns are coming out. And now I'm forced, or he's forced to engage when I come in from behind with Defend. So Holy Light is working really well. Look, these footmen are lasting so long. So long, and I get the pick off on the Fire Lord, which is really nice. Another Holy Light because I'm at full mana at this point. And look at how much damage my footmen are absorbing here. My micro's not great. I'm bringing in a couple militia now. These priests should really be in the fight. But it's starting to sway in my favor. I get level 3 on the Paladin and forget to pick up a skill for a while, I remember. Look at that. I held him back pretty efficiently. That was a good hold. He's got a couple weak units still. I'm surprised he's coming back in. He really wanted to, focus down my units. But again, Holy Light and Defend against Riflemen is so strong. Trying to catch a priest, but I managed to pull him back on time. I think I came in with 5 footmen, and I still have 5 footmen. Obviously, I produced more and lost more as the battle went on, but that went very well for me. My priests are still doing well. That bonus 2 armor is really substantial. Chasing after him here is maybe a little unnecessary. I'm just going for that 1 footman. It was a little while ago that I played this game, maybe a week or 2, so I don't remember exactly how this one goes. Nice. I got that footman, and now I run out. So he's still level 3. That fight went very well for me in terms of that. He did not get much experience. Nice. I managed to get that priest away. I have 1 Holy Light ready, so... Ah, damn. That priest died. Alright, so now the battle, or the game is looking a little more one-sided, or even. It's definitely in my favor. He still has maybe what would typically be a more intimidating army. He has better hero levels. He's 4-1 to my 3-2, but he has an Archmage and Fire Lord, which is definitely more typical than Paladin and Blood Mage. And I'm really just going footmen at this point. I think I might start mixing in knights soon, and I'm getting Sundering Blades. Upgrading my priests, because especially without an Archmage, you really need that upgrade just to generate more mana for the priest. They can cast more healing. I'm not even getting it for the Dispel, but their mana regen goes up with those upgrades, so that's what I'm doing that for. And Dispel is of course also very good, but Defended Footmen do well against lava spawns and water elementals, so I'm not too worried about it right now. I sent just 2 footmen to chase this 1 mortar team. That'll keep them busy and hopefully not dealing max damage to my casters. And that's an aggressive teleport from my opponent, so I'm going to get a nice Flame Strike off. I'm going to drain the Fire Lord's mana, and I'm in a really good spot here. He's trying to pick off my priests, and I'm going to focus on keeping those alive. I have very little mana on my Paladin. I should have... Oh, okay, I'm going to teleport out. That makes sense. So you know what? I think that actually went pretty well for my opponent, except that he lost his Fire Lord. I should have mentioned something there. But I did a lot of damage. I didn't kill many units. What's his army size at? He's at 43 with a level 4-1 still. I'm sure it's a 1. Whereas I'm at 42, level 3-2, but I'm tier 3 to his tier 2, and I'm feeling very confident at this stage in the game. Tier 3 is a big deal. I got through the really tricky part of the game, which is the early stages of going Paladin first. Now that my heroes are kind of a little more comfortable, I have had the aggressive stance against him. I've kept him pinned in his base for a little while now. I'm feeling very confident. I do this all the time, guys. I do this all the time where I wall my hero in. You know what's going to be awful is I'm going to kill this, and my hero's still going to be walled in. Ugh. Brutal. So I'm going to kill this tower, I think, next. This is so much wasted time. If I had just teleported here or not built a base that walled me in completely, I could have bought a town portal and already been over here by now, or creeping something. There's so much wasted time. I'm getting armor upgrades just to keep my footmen alive even longer. Something to keep in mind as well is that footmen do really well against spellbreakers. Right? I'm not against any yet, or at this stage in the game, but footmen trade extremely well against spellbreakers, so if he does start transitioning into those, I'm in a pretty good spot as well. Knights are also out now. They've got steel plating, level 2 devotion aura. So I got level 2 devotion aura, which is a mistake. I should have gotten holy light for sure. But I think I thought I was level 4 when I got level 3. You know, and you just instinctually pick the next skill. Either way, I'm going to comfortably finish this, which will get me level 4 and level 2 holy light. Level 3 on my blood mage is very nice as well. I don't remember if I go flame strike or mana drain. Probably mana drain, but we'll see. Look at this, so 6 armor plus 3.5, 36% damage reduction. Have some priests with adept training, so they're going to do a little better. Is that? I think that's level 1. Cancel. Well, I destroyed all of his peasants, so he's not going to finish his expansion anymore. And now we're just going to trade here. He's trying to focus down my priests. Look, first he's focus firing footmen, but it's not working at all. And now he's trying to get his mortars and his spellbreakers on my priest. But with just a little micro on my part and allowing my footmen to trade in here, I'm going to be able to keep them, you know, completely down. Completely down. There's a spellbreaker. Look at this, my knight is doing great. He's still got his 2 mortar teams. I know he doesn't have fragmentation shards though as well. Starting to take some heavy damage on them. I need a holy light. No good. But this fight has still gone very well for me. I still have 3 of my 4 priests alive. I lost quite a few footmen, but I have enough left to continue flooding the battlefield, and I take it down. So this game, you know, it wasn't the greatest game, but it was fun, right? We saw Paladin first. We saw some interesting things. My opponent has a pretty good record, I think. Nothing phenomenal, but he's about the same win percentage as where I hope to be when I have as many games on this account as he does. So I was happy with this game. I thought it was fun, and I definitely wanted to get a human game on the playlist. So guys, thank you for watching. Questions, comments, criticisms are always welcome. I will be releasing some more videos in the near future, so hopefully you guys will check those ones out as well. And until next time, have a great rest of your night.